I wonder if you can talk a little bit about what do we see that's similar between soccer and other sports that we can learn from in those respects?
Yeah, it's a great point, and in the business world, they call that myopia, right? And it's a very poor view. It's like saying, there's great examples from business of Kodak and Blockbuster that no longer exist because they got very myopic and they didn't look at the broader things around them. And the same thing can happen in a sport, right? You know, sport is fine, and you realize, well, if you're a sport right now that most of your participants are late teenagers, you haven't noticed much because you've still got a lot of the baby boom echo and a big demographic shift there. But the next 3 or 4 years are being followed by my kids, the kids of Gen X, the next gen, very, very small generation. So if you don't have this broader view, so that's not just soccer and sport, that's everything. So what the lens that I will bring to your question is not just soccer versus hockey or soccer versus basketball or soccer versus tennis, but it's soccer in the case of any entertainment option from the perspective of those that are participating, and even broader from generating resources from brands around sponsorship and those kind of supports from anything that they could sponsor. So if you put yourself in the shoes of a Molson or a BlackBerry or any of these companies that are going to invest Nike in sport in Canada, they're not thinking about, am I going to sponsor the Toronto FC or the Montreal Impact? They're looking at anything, arts. They're looking at charities, they're looking at parks, they're looking at municipalities, they're looking at festivals, they're looking at everything under that. When they think we've got some business objectives we want to achieve, we want to sell more of this brand of shoe to women 50 plus, or we want to sell X to this, we want to change our image with this particular group, they're looking at the whole range. So it's a very scary mistake. To your question, I think it's exactly what you were getting at, to try to focus just on your sport and not consider where it falls elsewhere.